fool, girl. Why you say? Let me find out you talking to me some. When you see me, you know what's up, boys on. Nigga, what you say? Secrets I ain't never fuck, nigga, never. I just wanna know you sucker, nigga, better. What you say? Cause they know to make a mountain out of molehill. You don't wanna get your whole kill. Grab a stool in my pocket in the club, just watching these nigga watch girlfriend. They better let it go with the niggas already know that I got everything with me and they just to let it go. Trying to mind my business though till I hear this nigga say yo, they ain't nobody fuck 'em. I'm thinking I'm finna bust a wait. Look up and see the police is looking at me. I TLC, he tell Doug, they tell me. When we see this around them and call a squirrel. Pick the perfect spot to make sure that these girls while watching off to do the drink. You say, what you think? Then call from it on, you can see nothing but bottom. Grimmy boy to the noggin, belly busted wide open. If it's that air hollering while he lying on the floor. Why you feeling sorry for him? Yeah, boy, listen, y'all, here come the moral of the story. Why you stay to see me? You know I'm too up. You don't wanna see me cut the fool, brother. Why you stay? Let me find out you talking to me some. When you see me, you know what's up, boys on. Nigga, what you say? Secrets I ain't never fuck, nigga, never. I just wanna know you sucker, nigga, better. What you say? Cause they know to make a mountain out of molehill. You don't wanna get your whole kill.
Rap music is something, ain't it? The way these bitches is painted, you swear these niggas is dangerous. Gangsta shit they be saying. Lock them up in the booth with a half an ounce of that cannabis. Sit back and watch the outlandish shit they be trying. But soon as you see them, they freeze up like in museums. Some statues, you like, is that the dude who said he was gonna? Niggas get running before you finish your sentence, and then they back to riffing when they off for the same distance. You like, you was just here, you disappeared like magicians, and then there, I'm like, damn, at least keep it consistent. I hear you baiting me lately, I've been doing my best just to stay hating free still. That's what you say to me. Sooner or later, I take you up on your offer and put you all in your place like I'm replacing your father. You talking to the author, the architect of the blueprint, my DNA in your music. Motherfucker,
see me, you know I'm too up. You don't wanna see me cut the fool, brother. Why you say? Let me find out you talking to me some. When you see me, you know what's up, boys on. Nigga, what you say? Secrets I ain't never fuck, nigga, never. I just wanna know you sucker, nigga, better. What you say? Cause they know to make a mountain out of molehill. You don't wanna get your whole kill. Cause I ain't never been a sucker, big gangsta my whole life. So a nigga didn't respect me in his own sight. What you saying, you saw some mud I don't like. Keeping up, I feel tried. I see you, we gon' fight. Be a man, say my name if you talking to me. You never say it, well I figure you ain't talking to me. Find out you is at the wars or was the cold street. I swear I beat your fucking ass like it off the TV. See how that was pretty lame. I ain't one for the game. If I say fuck you, then it fuck you, nigga. Simple to play. I say no problem, bitch, no problem. Pimp, can you do the same? Now you just swallow your pride, cause you know I'm off the chain. Try to refrain from being violent, but you come out your face. I got my lawyer paid already to get me a check. When I feel you disrespecting me, I'ma get me a cake. But all this shit could be avoided one away.
Watch what you say to me.
You know I'm too up. You don't wanna see me cut the fool, brother. Why you say? Let me find out you talking to me some. When you see me, you know what's up, boys.
Better watch what you say to me.
Secrets I ain't never fuck, nigga, never. I just wanna know you sucker, nigga, better. What you say? Cause they know to make a mountain out of molehill. You don't wanna get your whole kill. What you say to me?
Facts. Watch what you say to me. Hey everybody, this is your girl Creole Butterfly, Libra Butterfly, Coco 929, coming to you from the state of Kentucky, where the women are beautiful and the horses are fast. So the horses are beautiful and the women are fast. It just depends on what you like. I want to say happy birthday, happy Kinseyada, happy bar mitzvah, happy anniversary to Lottie Dottie and everybody under the sound of my voice that's connected to the butterfly queendom. And you know I'm the Oprah of the what? The smooches. So you get a smooch, you get a smooch. Everybody gets a smooch. All right. Okay, let's get into it. You know, I had planned on coming on, letting you all see how cute I look and all this and stuff. However, let me tell you what went down. The last part that went down. The last part that went down is my sciatica nerve got inflamed. Why did it get inflamed, you ask? I'm glad you asked. Thank you for asking. Because I had to walk a country mile to get into Freedom Hall to see my grandson graduate. It was worth the walk. I was really impressed on how much I have improved when it comes to walking, like my speed and my distance and everything. I wasn't out of breath at all. Had my sciatica not tried to be a Negro, I would have just been just honey lollipops in candy shops. I promise you, it would have just been like, yes, okay, your girl would have been yes. Huh. So it's so bad, y'all. I was getting out of the car and cried. When I tried to put pressure down, it hurt me so bad. I started crying. That's how bad it was. My son had to go get a crutch because I got crutches, right, from other times. So he went to go get my crutch so I can lean on him in the crutch and try to not have so much pain as I'm walking in. That's how bad it was. I knew walking. I knew. I said, you know what? This is going to end bad. This is going to end bad. And I'm doing everything I can not to go to the ER. Everything. So I said, after I do this live, I've been sitting here. I said, after I do this live, I'm going to hop my little happy self in there and try to make me another cup of coffee and then hop myself in my bed. And that's where I'm going to be until my medical procedure in the morning. Then I got surgery Thursday. So you see what I'm saying? I ain't trying to go to the hospital no sooner than what I gotta get. Okay? All right. Anywho, moving on. All right. So let's talk about m3rder. Put the M where necessary. I was gonna do it was this video, and I'm gonna come back and do that some other time, okay? Because today has been such an emotional day for me, y'all. Let me flip to the graduation first. First of all, I caught myself videotaping my grandson walking across the stage. For some reason, my phone didn't want to work. I even tested it before I went to I even tested before I went, before they start calling the people up to see if it recorded, and I recorded like a little couple of seconds, and it recorded just fine. So I erased it. I'm like, okay, I'm good. So I looked on the program. I'm like, okay, he's gonna come up. So I stood up, and I'm like, yeah, let me stand up. Hi, Sarah Boo. I stood. Hey, Mixology Boo. Did you get my email, Mixology? Check and see. It's my sister from another Mr. Honey. Yeah, so I just stood up, getting ready for my grandson to walk across the stage, and I put my phone up, and I'm like, yes, I hit recording, and so I looked down, and it was still on 0-0. So I hit recording again, and then I looked down, and I was like, oh, not her, and I turned it towards him, because he just, like, they had just said his name, so he walked, so I got him while he was standing there, and I can't, y'all, my phone, when I try to look at it, my phone had not recorded nothing but the first little girl, and it was only 3 seconds of that, and it kept repeating, it kept going in a loop, a loop, a loop, a loop, a loop. I was so upset. Probably. And so anyway, okay, so before then though, I went and moved where 2 of my kids was, because they had to sit down before we sit down, and I just don't like to be around a crowd of people, y'all. I don't like to be cluttered. And so we went over there to sit, and this man behind me kept kicking my chair. I said, you know what? I am not gonna stay here, because this man is kicking my chair, and I be done went off, right? And he was talking in another language. And I ain't trying to be funny, but most of the time people from another country, that like come over here to live, they don't have respect, and I don't know why that is. Not all people, because I've met people that live in other countries that I just love, okay? I'd rather take them over some daggone United States people. I'm being real serious with you. I love them, you know. But some of the people that I have experienced, mostly, they're just rude. Like it's just weird. And so I got up and I went back to where I was going to sit at, where it's free and open and not a lot of people around me. Give it to me. So went over there and I sat down. And my mom and I, because my mom came over where I was, she was with me. And my mom and I got to talking. She asked me a question. She said, I know you proud of your grandson. And I said, yes, ma'am. I said, I am so, and y'all, I couldn't get proud out of my mouth before I said, and I turned my head from her and took a deep breath. Girl, y'all, tears just got to rolling down my face. And my mother grabbed my hand and said, baby, this is a happy occasion. I said, I know. And just cried, y'all. I just, oh my God. I just cried and cried and cried. And my mama said, I'm going to have to walk away. She said, you know, I hate to see you cry. She said, I'm going to have to walk away. And I said, don't go nowhere because I know you don't feel good. And I just turned my head and I just tried to stop crying, y'all, and tears just kept rolling. My whole dress, the front of my dress was kind of soaked. Tears just kept rolling. And I just grabbed my head and I just sat there. I just sat there because let me go on. So anyway, so right as the graduation was going to be over, me and my mother walked out. We went out there just to sit outside, you know, and everything, and wait for my kids to come out because most of us rode with my mom, so to wait for them to come out. And I was sitting there, and when I said, "Oh, there they are, right there," and so she got up and went over there, and she said they taking pictures with him. I said, "Oh, okay, like that, you know." So I got up and everything, and he said, "Are you my mama said, are you granny?" Like that, and he smiled, you know. And his dad said, "Hey," I said, "Hey," you know. And he said, "I had to get a picture with you and DJ." He said, "I told DJ you was here." I said, I no problem. I want one too." So we took a picture and everything. So me and his dad was talking, and his dad was like, "I had a hard night last night. Yeah, I knew it was coming." And I said, "I can imagine." He said, "Man," he said, "I couldn't sleep." He said, "It tore me up last night." He said, "I just sat there." He said, "After DJ went to sleep," he said, "DJ couldn't sleep." So DJ came in and we talked for a while and everything. And I told him, "Man, you got a big day tomorrow. Go on, get you some rest." He said, "Daddy, I can't sleep, but I'll try." He said, "I was sitting on my bed and it's like I could hear Jasmine talking to me, telling me, 'I'm proud that you got him across the stage. I'm here.'" You know, he said, "It tore me up." He said, "Tore me up, man." I said, "I know." I said, "Don't make me cry again, please." I said, "I was sitting in there and I broke. I didn't think I was going to break like that." I said, "I broke." He said, "'Cause she should be here." I said, "Yes, she should be here. My baby should be right here with us, smiling like she would and say, 'I knew you was going to do it because you my child,' and blah, blah, blah." Y'all, me and him both, we was like, and we was just looking at each other. Just looking at each other. I'm like, "It don't even seem real." And he was like, "I lost contact with the district attorney and all that, and the prosecutor and stuff. What's going on?" I said, "I really don't want to make your day bad with this because it's a happy occasion. But since you asked me," and I told him and everything, he's like, "What?" I was like, "You heard me." He said, "So," he said, "one good thing is at least he's grown now. He's adult, and he can take on this battle, you know, for himself. I always be there for him, but he can take on this battle for himself now." And he said, "So you and him can work together to do whatever." He said, "I'ma still be there." And I said, "Yeah, I know." I said, "But it bothers me. It bothers me." And the reason why it bothers me, y'all, let me go ahead, since today is the day. Let me go ahead and tell y'all. I'm sorry I am not looking at the chat. I will, though. Just give me a minute. Today is the day we found out that my daughter was murdered uh on today 4 years ago. My grandson had just graduated from 8th grade, and his mama didn't show up. And I got a call. And to let y'all know, I was talking to 300, my mind. I was on the phone with him when my phone beeped. Now, right before that, I was sitting in my living room and I said, And he said, what's wrong with you? I said, now, believe it or not, I said, 300, it's a cardinal bird. And he can tell y'all if I'm lying. He ain't gonna take up for me. He can tell y'all if I'm lying. I said, it's a cardinal bird sitting right there on the rail. Just keep looking at me. I said, I've been on the phone with you and watching TV, and this cardinal bird just looking at me. He said, for real? I said, yeah. And so I said, I mean, it's staring at me. It hasn't turned, it hasn't did anything. I said, watch, I'm gonna take a picture. Y'all, I held my camera up on my phone. I'm looking in the camera, there's the bird. I snaps. When I raise my head up, the bird's still there. I look at my picture, no bird, just the rail. I said, wait a minute. I said, I said, 300, you think I'm lying? I got this camera right on this bird. I pressed this thing while looking at it. And when I looked at the picture, the bird ain't there, it's just the rail. I said, let me do this again. I said, somebody in my family's dead. I said, but whoever it is telling me they okay. I said, somebody in my family is dead. I don't know who it is. Fast forward. After that, I get a call while talking to 300. Mama, they think Jasmine's dead. What? I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Where you at? I'm out here at the house. I'm on my way. So I screamed so loud. My kids that was downstairs flew upstairs and said, Mama, what's wrong? I said, they think Jasmine's dead. Let's go. That's exactly how it happened. That's exactly how it happened. So imagine, fast forwarded 4 years. My grandson, my daughter's child, is graduating yet again. 4 years. 4 years. And this graduation, he still got no closure on his mother's murder. With the person sitting in jail. I'm grateful she's in jail. But we need closure. I wanted closure for my grandson this year. I didn't want him to have to step into his he'll be 18 in July. I didn't want him to have to step in his adulthood not having closure for his mother's murder when he was in middle school. Thank you, babe. I'll take a virtual hug. Ah, you did? Okay, I'll look at it today. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. Yep, it was my baby. Yep. Yeah. I'm sorry, mixology boo. I don't want you to cry. But I know you feel me. I know you feel me. Thank you, Zara boo. Yeah. Yep. That's another reason, y'all, why I can't bring myself on here to go into no arguments with people. I got so much on me for real. Life is life, and I got my family on me. I am the strongest person in my family. Me. My shoulders have to be strong. My mind has to be clear. And not only that, I'm a minister. And not only that, I'm a counselor. So therefore, I wear a lot of hats. I wear a lot of hats, y'all. And I have to make sure I'm clear-minded. I have to make sure that I'm okay. And then with all those hats I wear, I have to carve out a little bitty time for myself. I got to have a little bitty time for Coco. You know what I'm saying? So that I can just do me. My daughter, my bonus daughter, I call her my plus one. It's my oldest son's girlfriend. Last night when she was here, she was asking me about being a prophet. She was asking me how is it that I can do that? And she was asking me about something else that was spiritual. And I told her, I said, when you hear me, and I got that music playing real loud, I mean, that bass is just like bumping the walls. I said, that's me clearing my mind because I see so much that God shows me. I said, some of it I can talk about, some of it I can't. I said, in some, that's what she asked me, does what I see makes me and puts me in fear? That's what she said. I said, some things yes, some things no. I said, but when I need to clear my spirit sometime, I said, you hear that bass bumping in here? I said, boom, 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 boom. I said, you hear all of my songs just peak and rotate. I said, that's me clearing my mind, trying to get my mind to me instead of what he's showing me. You know, uh my husband got arrested. So my husband used to know when I was getting real deep into that spiritual realm and everything, to where it would be hard to bring me out. He would tell me, hey, I'm like, huh? Come on, let's go. Where are we going? Don't worry about it. Come on, let's go ride. And I'm like, okay, baby. And we get in the car. And my man, sometimes even in the car riding, would start going into that spiritual realm. And he's like, hey, let's stop and get you want some coffee? You want some ice cream? Then he'll say, I'll just surprise you. You know, and then that would start taking me like really out of it. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, let's get some ice cream. He's like, then we'll ride down, watch the boats come in and off. I'm like, okay. Because he know I love the water. I love the water. And there's something I always, the water just does it for me, y'all. It really does, you know, and everything. So I was answering her question with that and stuff. And I explained to her last night that one of the gifts that I'm I don't know if I'm glad I got it or not, but it is a gift that I have is when God shows me sometime when people are gonna die. He shows me who he's gonna take. And the hardest thing for me was when he showed me he was gonna take my husband. And y'all, I battled with God on that. Oh, I battled with God on that. I really did. And when it was actually the time for him to take my husband, I've never told anybody this. Anybody. When it was actually the time for him to take my husband, I actually stood in proxy for my husband. One of the things I told the Lord, take me instead, because I know I'm going to you. Take me instead, leave him here for the kids. And then I said, and when he explained to me, no, just like that, no. My next thing was, so here was the thing, y'all. I got my answer when my pastor, it pays to have a pastor who knows, who can hear the Lord. You know what I'm saying? My pastor, even though I am a pastor, every pastor has a pastor. They supposed to. My pastor told me, said, I want you to know your husband was supposed to still be living. Hear what I'm saying? He was supposed to still be living. Said, but your husband got a taste of what it was like to be in heaven, and you can't compete with that. It's not that he didn't love you, but to be there where all troubles are free, no pain. He said, you know, he said, you couldn't compete with that. So he decided to stay. When my pastor told me that, I knew he was telling me the truth, and I felt okay with it. I felt okay with it. I'm like, okay, I got it. Because I told y'all, those of you all who've been following me, I told y'all about my experience in heaven. And there is no competition for that. If you ever get a taste over, you will never want to come back here. Ever. Do you hear me? And I was sent back here because I still had a work to do. So let me see what y'all saying. I just put Sal. Okay. No problem, boy. Okay, you touch me with your transparency. Thank you. See, some things are more important. You know how I feel about. I know. Yes. He's in my spirit was like one day I wanted us to talk one day. Okay, no problem. I'll give you my phone number. You my sister from another list. I keep telling you that you're. That's true. So yeah. Um. So yeah, I couldn't compete. I couldn't compete with that at all. And let me see. Did I miss some? I thought I read Zara. Some things are more important you feel about you. That's right. Ah, thank you, boo. Thank you, Zara. You girl, you my sister too. You just don't know, but you are. Anywho, but yeah, y'all. So I've had to, like I said, my daughter was murdered in 2020, and my husband he died in 2021. So and then I got sick in 2022. So yeah, I that's why I said yeah. So today was bittersweet. It was sweet because my grandson graduated. It was bitter because my daughter is not here and he doesn't have closure. So I'm trying to focus more on the happy moment. And we took some pictures, y'all. My camera, for some reason, was just telling me Coco no today. But good thing that my son took a picture. He was in an awkward place, but nevertheless, we got a picture. Um, and I got a picture of him and my mother. So that's two generations. Rest three. Well, I mean, hold on. My mama, me, my daughter, her child. That's four generations. Shut the front door and kick open the back. Wow. Yeah, babe, you are. I hope you are. Sometime YouTube been unsubbing people from me, y'all. I don't know why, because I don't talk about what I used to talk about no more. I do, but not like I used to. My mind and spirit's been taking me other places, and I follow that. I'm obedient. So yeah, but I just need you all's prayers. Let me be specific. What I need y'all to pray about. I need y'all to pray that this girl will tell them she wants to take her plea. She's not getting out of jail. But it's the choice between life and double life. At this point, she can take life for man. She ain't got to take double life. But they even said life with 30 years. 30 years being my daughter. Life being her auntie, because she killed her auntie too. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? And she keeps playing all these junkie stunts, and it's just delaying the inevitable. But I don't want us to go a whole nother year, y'all. They saying we're gonna have to go a whole nother year before a trial, 2025. And I'm saying the devil is a funky lie, and his kids are too. I don't want to go a whole nother year. I don't. Not with this mess. Plus, I'm leaving Kentucky. I'm moving out of Kentucky. I don't want to have to come back here for no trial. When I move out of here, true, this is true. I'm leaving Kentucky. Shout out to yeah. Anyway, I'm leaving Kentucky. When I leave Kentucky and the state I'm moving to, I'm starting a whole new life. All my children are grown and they all know I love them. If they ever need me, they know they can come where I'm at to start over. I'll be there as much as I can. But it's time for me to have a life of my own. This is the first time I ever been single with no responsibility, single with no kids, single with no man, single with no. Well, yeah, okay. But anyway, y'all know what I'm trying to say. I've had a kid ever since I was 15. I had my first child 7 days before my birthday, a week before my birthday, my sweet 16. She was my sweet 16 gift. So I've always been responsible for somebody, not just me. This is the very first time. Shout out to Mama Tita. I miss you so much. Like Mama Tita told me, it's your time, baby. Learn you and live your life. And I want to do that until the Lord comes and takes me home. I'm so serious. I am ready to walk in my new life. And I realize I don't have to dumb down my standards. Somebody told me, they said, your husband was one of the men that I don't know, but you two, what was the word this person used? They meant I was too high maintenance or too high minded and all this and stuff. I'm gonna have to come down if I ever want another man. Did y'all hear what I just said? You're gonna have to get off all that if you want a man, because the man you looking for don't even exist no more. You're gonna have to do the 50-50 thing, and you're gonna have to do blah blah blah. You're gonna have to do. I said, says who? Says who? First of all, I ain't desperate. Let's get that straight. I ain't desperate. And I'm not thirsty. Neither one of them. Cause see, I'm the cat's meow. Do you understand that? I'm the cat's meow. What I am and who I am, you ain't even on the level to even wash my back, wash my car, nothing. So if men out there are like you, I'll pass. I'll stay single. See how that works? I don't have to dumb myself down. And that's one thing my husband made me promise him. I kid y'all not. It's like he knew he was gonna go before me. He said, promise me something. I said, what? He said, you'll make a nigga earn you. I said, well, you did. He said, I know, and that's my point. If they can't earn you, they don't want you, they don't need you. That's exactly what he said. And my sons and my baby girl told me it's gonna be a white man. They said, Mama, we can't see no black man. They said Daddy was a unicorn. We can't see no black man treating you like Daddy do. We can't see it. And you know what? So far, they've been right. Because I'm like this. If you don't think you a good enough man for me, I'm not going to think you're a good enough man for me. I'm not going to dumb myself down. I'm not going to hold myself up. None of that. So you can get you together and I still got this to work on and I'm going to do this what I want. Okay, you do all that. You do everything you got to do. And I'm going to walk on. Okay. I told the Lord the other day, whoever's praying to you to keep me for them, please cancel their prayer. That's not fair to me. I'm ready to date. Good dates. I'm ready to date. It's been me holding me back, and then sometimes it's been other things interfering. I ain't got no reason to wait. My husband's dead. I did it right. It said until death do you part. I did it right. Now it's just me. Yes, mixology. I'ma spread my wings. Zyra. Yes, hard to tell the whole truth. I didn't know. I forgot Miss Tita's birthday was last week. Wow. Okay. I only know one person who has her address. You keep being great, Mrs. Sullivan. You know what? See, I know you, my sister. I really feel like that. I really feel like it. You know what? And let me just say this. It's somebody who I came in contact with over a couple of months. And believe it or not, they remind me so much of my husband. Oh my God, they remind me so much of my husband. It's really weird. It's really weird. I was sent a picture and I was like, I knew what the picture looked like, right? And I'm like, nah, I'm just reading into this. So I got a cousin that I trust. See, VMW smooches. Yeah, I did too. I'm gonna have to do something about that. I miss Mama Tia, y'all. I do. I miss Mama Tia. I do. That was my boo thing. She always supported me. She bought my books and everything. She supported me. But anyway, y'all, back to what I was saying. So I sent my cousin. I said, I'm gonna send you something. So I text my cousin this picture. And she said, girl, that's your husband? Where you found that picture at? She said, and I said, no. She said, oh my God. She texted me OMG real big. She said, he looks just like your husband. I said, I know. Frightening. I said, that's frightening. I said, no, he's just a friend. And he really is just a friend. We not dating or nothing. He's just a friend. She said, he just a friend. But he really is. He's just a friend. And he's a good friend too. And everything, but it was weird. I'm like, he's got all the attributes of my husband. Even his work ethic is like my husband. That's what it trips me out. He's a homebody, just like my husband was. And it just, y'all, but we just friends. So, and that's how I treat it. I treat it just a friend because I'm not going to, until a man wants to make me his, you just a friend. And I'm okay with that. Like I said, I ain't desperate and no, neither am I thirsty. Was she? Oh, okay. Shut up. Yeah, Mama Tita was telling a whole lot of people about me. One lady wanted to interview me, and I told her, yeah. She said, wait till she got her channel back up the way she wanted it. I don't know if she remembers. She asked me could she interview me or not. I'm an open book. That's the problem. I'm an open book. People don't like it. What I say once, I can say twice. What you see is what you get. Hey, I'm a vibe though when you meet me in person, honey. I have fun. Coco is a whole vibe. I really am. That's why I said you either like me or you don't. There's no in between because I'm a whole vibe. Seriously. So, you know. Um, she, like I said, I interviewed her too, y'all. So if y'all haven't seen that interview, check out my interview with Mama Tita. It's on my it's in my thing. It was a great interview. That was a great one. I interviewed Sean Bradley. Shout out to Sean Bradley Club Chat and the Side Eyes. That was a great interview too. Sean is a whole vibe, y'all. I can't wait to start going out of town with them. I gotta get settled first. Once I get settled to my new state and everything, you know, it's gonna be, yeah. I'm moving down south, y'all. I'm moving more down south. Oh, thank you, Zara. Yeah. I be trying to say, it's the God in me. Hey. uh, but yeah, y'all. Yeah. And I'm looking forward to moving down south. My son told me not to. Did you? You met him in Dallas? Awesome. Yes. Yeah, my son's like, Dad, Mama, why you moving? That's a red state. Because you know he's into politics and stuff. That's a red state. That's a red state. Like I told him, I gotta move where I feel like my spirit is telling me to move. I don't want to move anywhere and have to move again because that's not where God was telling me to move. So I want to move where He's telling me to move, you know, and everything. And I feel like I'll be much better. I do. Cause see, me and my husband was moving anyway, June after not June, after our daughter walked across the stage, which 3 years ago she walked across the stage today. It came up on my memory. So we was moving to Georgia because we got a house in Georgia. Some of y'all already know this. We got a house in Georgia that's just sitting there. And we were moving to Georgia. And then after that, we were gonna sell the house and move somewhere else. However, we was just gonna move to Georgia. So, but once he died and everything, it, you know, I had to get healed to a certain extent to even see what I wanted to do. Because when you're a widow, see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. A lot of y'all are married, but you don't like your spouse. You love your spouse, but you don't like your spouse. I happen to like the boy. Okay? I happen to like the boy. I loved him, of course, but I liked him too. You know how you have to be in love with each other. I like each other to sit in the house with each other and watch cowboy movies and be like, okay, which one we gonna watch next? You know, I just lay in the bed and watch absolutely nothing. Or you be in one room and he be in another room and he start hollering your name. You're like, what? He's like, oh, nothing. Just wanted to hear you scream. You know, you could be sitting here and say, babe, you want to play some gin rummy? Yeah, get the cards. You know, I mean, we were friends. We were friends. We were literally friends. You know, we played dominoes, cards. At the spur of the moment, he's like, I feel like pulling that grill out, baby. I'm a grill today. I'm like, all right, I get the stuff together. What you want me to make? He's like, you just season up my meat for me and make the potato salad. I'll peel your potatoes. We was in tune with each other. He know I hate peeling potatoes. Even my son knows. My son bought a potato peeler, electric potato peeler, and I still don't like peeling potatoes. So he doesn't. So I told him, when you move, you take your little machine with you, because I won't be eating nothing with potatoes if I got to peel them. I can't stand that. I don't know why, y'all. I don't know why. I pray for me. Hey, the queen, but I can't stand it. So I don't do it. Anywho, we was yin and yang. We were yin and yang. Real talk. You know. So yeah, of course I was gonna miss him. When he called me every day at work, every day from work, like clockwork. It was times when I was on, Bama Girls or in Bama Girls or something, honey, and if that phone rung, I'd be like, hold on, y'all, it's my husband. Yes, ma'am, get that call every day. He's like, how you doing, baby? What you doing? And I'd be like, how's work? And he'll fill me in real quick and say, I love you. Love you too, baby. See you when you get home. Okay, click. Who? I looked for that call. I meant that. He did not miss a day calling his wife on his break. And evidently the man talked about me so much that everybody that meets me, that works with, when both of my sons still working, they was like, tell your mama. He always talked about her. I mean, we feel like we know her. You know, even when they came to the memorial we had, some of the work buddies stood up and said, man, he talked about his wife something terrible. And the church started laughing, said, we feel like we know you. That man loved you. And he loved his family. Y'all know how refreshing it is, because y'all know men don't talk about their women because they be too afraid that the woman that they ain't gonna never have, that they won't have if they bring up their wife that they married and stuff. So they keep it, I'm too private. I don't want nobody to know I got a woman. You stupid. You stupid. Anytime a man got to keep you quiet, I keep you secret, are you really his? How did I get on this? I have no idea. It just rolled that way. Okay, I feel better. I feel much better when I listen to my spirit and not people. I can live with the decisions, good or bad, that way. I know that's right, baby. If you, yeah, it shocked me to find out that some people didn't have so good of a say about me. And I'm like, I ain't never did nothing to nobody. What is the problem? But you know what? Some people just don't like when you. When you can be you and do you and talk about you, some people just don't like that. They don't like it. I can't stand her. Ooh, she get on my nerve. She do too much. Do too much like how? Because I speak to everybody when I come in the room. Because I say, hey, boo, I have endurance when I talk. I'm educated. I'm also bougie. I'm ghetto. I'm what's that? Bougetto, as my family call me. I can be ghetto as well as bougie. I mean, I'm me though. This is me. So how does that bother you? Me being me? That's dumb. That's dumb. But other people coming on here acting a plain fool, can't talk, crazy, cussing you out, and everybody in the chat, that don't bother you. Oh, okay. I see. My bad. My bad. My bad, boo. Now, you know what? Mixology. You gonna think I'm playing. How come my husband died on 9/13? That is my favorite auntie. I call her my mom. That's her birthday. And that my husband was her favorite nephew. Honey, she loved my husband. And when I had to pull the plug on him, that's the date I had to pull it. And my auntie said, no, not on my birthday, man. Not on my birthday. Weedy, you wouldn't do me like that, nephew. Like that. But I celebrates that day. It's not a sad day at all. So now I got an extra reason to celebrate. That's my sister from another mister's birthday. Yes. You married your best friend. Okay. On the cake, invites and life. Okay. Now, my husband left his ring at home and asked me to bring it to you. I told him, boy, bye. Girl, it was hard to get my husband's off. I swear it was hard to get his off. They gave it to me for a minute. I forgot that they had put it in this envelope, and I thought they had stole it and everything. I came on her telling me they took my husband's ring because I wasn't myself when they gave. I wasn't myself. I didn't remember that, but I did apologize. I did call the hospital and apologize and everything, And they was like, people don't do that. They don't call and let us know when they make a mistake. So thank you. I said, no, I got to. I can't do it. God wouldn't be happy with me. My cat stole it here both. Well, yeah. See, come on. Triple celebration, right? Absolutely. And I get my baby, y'all. I got a baby coming, y'all. See, y'all. I got a baby coming in 4 more weeks, y'all. It's a kitty cat. I get a kitty cat. I got my kitty cat coming. Yes. Because you know what? I told my son, because my son has a basement as his apartment. And right now they don't want me dating, right? Which I don't care what they want. You feel what I'm saying? But like this dude is a big dude, so he'll intimidate most men because he's like huge, right? He's huge. And he has a mean mug on his face. I mean, yeah, he just don't play. Like today, what happened at the graduation? He said, a man moved when I saw you move, and I turned around and looked at him. He said, because I wanted to act a fool. He said, that man saw my face and got up and walked away. I'm like, oh Lord. I didn't even know it, but he had witnessed it and heard me say, this man keep kicking my chair. And I got up, right? So yeah, he was gonna act a fool. He said, because I don't play. I'm like, I know. I'm glad it didn't work out like it, because it's embarrassing fighting at a graduation. So, but I told him, I said, look, take your pick. I said, you don't want animals here. I said, and you don't want a man to be in my face. So, okay, you got a choice. We either gonna do animals or I do. And he looked at me like I had 3 heads on my shoulder. Mom, you already know which, yeah, let me go downstairs. I'm like, okay, bye. So I get my kitty cat. I have 4 fur bags. Do you? Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. For real? You know what? He's connecting his people. That's true. God is really connecting his people. That's why I said I don't argue about numbers and all that. I mean, I just don't, because I feel like at the appropriate time, my tribe will find me. That's just how I look at it. And people work and they got lives. I can't expect them to always be on here like this, because I'm not. I catch people when I catch people. I'm like, oh, she's on, oh, he's on. So yeah, because life be life. And like tomorrow, I got a medical procedure that I do 3 times a week. And then Thursday, I got a surgery, and then Friday, I got to go back to my medical procedure. So like life be like it, life in, and then Saturday, what am I supposed to do Saturday? Ain't Saturday June 1st? I'm supposed to do something Saturday and I don't forget. Oh, but let me share with y'all. Guess I'm allergic to cats and dogs, carpets, and everything, girl, but still. That's why they want to give me allergy shots twice a week. And I say, no, ma'am, I keep taking my pills. I'll just double up on them. But I'm gonna have me a kitten. Sure is. But let me tell y'all, I got some good news. Some of y'all be happy, some of y'all won't care, some of y'all like, huh? June the 15th. I am so excited because I am getting rebaptized. Yay! Yay! I'm so excited. I was supposed to have done this in 2021. And my husband was so excited because he knew I had, there were certain things that I had to overcome. And once I overcame it, I said I wanted to dedicate myself back to God. And I wanted to get rebaptized. I got baptized at 9. I knew what I was doing at 9. Trust me. I sat up in my bed on a Tuesday morning, honey, and was crying. And my grandma was like, what's wrong with you? I said, I love the Lord and I want to be baptized. And she shut my door. Because as a kid, I scared them. I saw stuff. I spoke stuff. It happened. And so, just imagine a 9-year-old kid waking up on a Tuesday morning crying. My grandma was like, you going to school? I said, that's not it. She said, what is it? I said, I love the Lord and I want to be baptized. Yeah, she shut my door. I was weird. I told you I was a weird kid. So anyway, y'all, I am getting rebaptized. I'm excited. And one of the reasons why I'm excited, one of my cousins, one of my baby cousins, uh, he'll always be my baby cousins. But during the time, y'all, when I was being uh in incest and being molested by our bigger cousins, he was one of the little cousins that always tried to protect me. He was always a little cousin that tried to stand and leave my cousin alone, all this and stuff, because they all knew what was going on. And me and him has always had a really, really close relationship. And even when he was going through what he was going through, I was a cousin he would come and talk to. Or if they tell me something, his mother said, yeah, my son, blah, blah, blah. When I saw him, like, hey, come here. He's like, hey, what's up, cuz? He would hug me. I'm like, get it together. Don't make me come. He's like, I know, because if you come, you're going to turn something up. All right, cuz, all right. And so now to see him, like both of us is in ministry, but to see him becoming a bishop, and to have other churches under him, and his church be thriving, and him giving it word, and him being in a great marriage, and all this and stuff. I'm so proud of him. So when I prayed about being rebaptized and God pointed me to him, I knew it was like being solidified, and I knew this needed to be, and it was meant to be. And so I asked him one day, I said, cuz, he said, yeah. I said, what you think about me getting rebaptized? Because me and him have conversations, okay? And he was like, hey, he said, that's what's up. He said, just let me know when to be there, man. I'll be there to support you. I support you. I said, well, you're going to have a hard time not being there if you taking me down in the water. He said, for real, cuz? He got all teared up. He's like, for real? You going to give me that honor? I said, yes. He's like, man. He said, just the thing, I baptized your daddy. That was it for me. That was it for me. That was it for me. And he baptized my granddaughter, my oldest granddaughter. We was there to support her. It was just, y'all, it was just, okay, baby, okay. You got rebaptized? Okay. Oh, at the beach. That's beautiful. My granddaddy every August goes to the river, the Ohio River, and baptize people in the river. You know what? It was godly. They was honoring that godly move. The bird stood still. My goodness. You too. Congratulations, Zara. Thank you. Thank you. Thank y'all. Thank you, Mixology. Yeah. So I am, y'all, and I wanted to share that with y'all. Hopefully, if my family don't get too wrapped up, they'll video it a little bit so I can, snip it and put it on my shorts and put it on her, because we need to see some godly stuff on her sometime too. Now I ain't perfect. I'm holy. Women, hold on. Devil is a lie. I am holy. I told y'all I lay hands, speak in tongues, everything. So don't do me. But some that's the other side of me as well, that the Lord be, yeah. So I ain't perfect. So, because at the right time I might cuss you out, and that's the truth. I'm working on that. I'm working on that. I really am, So yeah. But we just need to see some other stuff on her too. We need to see people who ain't ashamed to say who they are. And I've never been ashamed to come on here and tell people who I am and what I believe. And today don't seem like a good time to start. So, like I said, you either like me or you don't. I ain't trying to be nothing that I'm not. I'm just trying to be what he want me to be. Some days I do it well, some days I fail. How about that? So for real, some days I do exactly how he like, talking about God, and then some days I'm in the repent line, like, God, you know what? Today was not that day. I'm sorry. I said some stuff I shouldn't have said. I did some stuff I shouldn't have did, and I am sorry. Yeah, that's how he know me. So ain't no use me fronting for y'all. Shoot, any chew. But yeah, I'm excited about that, y'all. I really am. I've been through a lot. And y'all already heard, especially if we just take the last 4 years, I've been through hell and back. Okay. I've been through hell and back. And a lot of things was an inward thing that I had to come full circle with. and everything, and even finding out who I am. See, it's one thing to know who you are when you're a teenager. It's another thing when you marry to say, okay, this is what I like, this is who I am. But you like things as a wife. Once you become a widow, that changes because the person who made you a wife is no longer there. And the things that you begin to like as a wife, do you really like them? You know what I'm saying? So I had to reprogram my mind. I had to stop thinking as a wife, even though I was thinking as a wife when he met me. That's what drew him to me. But I'm talking about I had to stop thinking as his wife because he's no longer here. So I had to start thinking as Coco, and then Dr. Coco. Is this what I want to do? Do I want to take my profession in this area? Do I want to do in this way or this way? You have to really, really start just who are you? Who are you? Yeah, you got kids. And I'll tell a woman this: never lose yourself in a man. For real. Never lose yourself in a man. Because you still need to know who are you. And I did this on my own. I didn't lose myself in my husband, but I did make my family my life. Everything was for my family because I am that wife. Everything was for my husband. I told y'all we try to outlove each other. That's what we live. It's like I go somewhere like, oh, I think he'll like this. I'm gonna buy this for him. Or he'll see something. Oh, I'm gonna get this for my wife. Sometimes we in the store together, and he'd be like, "I'll be back, baby." He gone somewhere and come back. I'm like, "Where you go to the bathroom?" And he ain't lying. He went to the bathroom, but he also saw something that he wanted me to have. He went and bought it, purchased it, put it in the car, hid it where I can't see it. He unloaded the groceries and put them in the car. Told me I never had to put no groceries up. Okay, let it's some men that want you to pack as many groceries as they pack. If they got to lift them, you got to lift them. And some of y'all don't mind that. But my husband told me, if you don't go and get in the car, he'll open up my door for me, everything. Go right back to the groceries, put them in the car. When we get home, I try to grab he's like, what you doing? Get in the bag. If you don't open up the door and go in the house, I'm bringing them in. I'm like, well, dad. So, it was a little game we played. And I went on about my business. He brought all the groceries in, and that man was strong. He brought like 6 bags on each arm. Oh my goodness, he was strong. And he would bring them in. I put them up, and if it's somewhere I couldn't reach or whatever, he come back in there, put them up. He ain't never mind getting up, doing, yeah. Let me see. You won't be since you was. I'm kind of scared of that. Scared of what, boo? Yes, ma'am, I understand because as much as I try to make decisions based solely on me, I am still his girl. You go. See, that's what I'm talking. That's what I'm talking. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, one of the main things my husband asked of me, I didn't have no problem of. He wanted someone who was just gonna show him that they love him. That's it. And he said another thing, no man in my house when I'm not here. He said the only men that's allowed in this house when I ain't here outside my sons, he said is pops, which is my daddy. He said and granddaddy, which is my granddaddy. He said that's it. He said other than that, no men in my house. I said, well, baby, no, I'm trying to be funny. I said, baby, what about your brothers that come through? He said, no men in my house, baby. I said, even if they got to pee, he said they can pee outside. I said, what if it's raining? They shouldn't have came over. I mean, he meant that, and I never would. Anytime his friends or his brothers them come over here and knock on the door, he wasn't here. I'm like, he ain't here. Y'all can call him. And I said, wait a minute, let me call him. And I leave him outside. Seriously, I call him and be like, babe, your brother at the door. What do you want? Oh, no, he's your brother. He's like, let me call him. I'm on my way. I'm like, okay. So he pull up, being on the phone. What's up, man? Like that. He said someone there that day, she wouldn't even open the door. He said she ain't supposed to. I'm like, get him, babe. He said she wouldn't even open the door. He said she ain't supposed to. That's right. My husband said no mail in this house, and there ain't gonna be no mail in this house. He even told me none in my car. Y'all, that is so hard. Because even now, Like if somebody asks me, can they get a ride, that I know and everything really well, and they are male, I swear y'all, I battles with that because I promised him no man in my car. Seriously. So I'm battling with that now. I promise y'all. I'm like, oh my goodness, when am I gonna get over this right here? I'm like, Lord, today. Let me see. I've been with him since I was teen and I can remember me with this. See, it was me. That was me. Like I said, me and my husband was almost together almost 30 years. We was like 27, I think. We was almost 30 years together. And that's like all of my life, to be honest. I don't remember me really without him. When you and people don't, when you used to see him, you would see me. When you see me, you see him. Like he'd be in the store and they say, hey, what's up, Weedy? He's like, what's up, man? Where your wife? I know she in the car, ain't she? Yeah, let me go out here and holler at her. He's like, all right, she in the car. I mean, it was just how it was, If where he used to work at when he was a manager, people would go in there and people that know me would say, hey, tell your wife I said hi. He's like, oh, okay, all right. Maybe some woman said hi. Who was it? I don't know, you know, because he would put me on his Facebook page. I would put us on our Facebook page, as we wasn't ashamed of each other. And I loved it because he ain't mind taking pictures. It's the little things. You're right. You're right. Each other's language. Come on. Let me tell you, we renewed our vows. Not this last time. I renewed vows, y'all, is on Facebook. I mean on YouTube if you want to look at it. It's on YouTube. Me and my husband's renewed vows. Y'all get to see my baby. Anyway, we renewed our vows the first time. And this lady, my husband asked me to sing to him coming down the aisle, and I told him I couldn't do it. Yeah, I tricked him. I said I can't do it, babe. So I ain't even gonna act like I'm gonna do it. He's like, okay, no problem, babe, no problem, babe. So when I renewed vows, uh, they was like, we got a special surprise for you, Mr. Weedy, like that, and he's like, for real. And so the church was laughing and everything. So they brought the cordless mic to the back, and I started singing, and he knew it was my voice because he knew my voice. And I started singing as I was walking down, as I was, they was walking me down the aisle, and he just started crying. He always cried when I sing. He just cried and everything and stuff. I said, I surprised you, didn't I? He said, you got me, baby. So yes, and so we lost the video. Everybody had did a little video at our reception to us, wishing us good wishes and how we've changed their life and touched their life and all this stuff. I mean, we had like over 100 and some people at a renew of a vow. Not the real thing, but a renew. That's saying something when you got that many people that came to wish you well and love on you. And oh my goodness, we had so many gifts and money and oh my gosh. So anywho, this lady, they said, does anybody have a special gift that they want to give them like right now? This woman stood up and said, me, she's a prophet. She said, I want to give y'all a CD. And I want to give my married couples on here, I want to give y'all a CD. I'm saying to y'all what she said to me, but I'm dedicating this to all the married couples that will hear me. She said, not a physical CD. And she held out her hand. She said, the CD I'm going to give y'all is commitment and dedication. She said, you're going to wake up every morning. She said, y'all know this because you're married. She said, but as the years go on, you're going to wake up and you're going to be like you again. She said, you're going to have those days. It's going to be like, I want something new. She said, but if you remember to stay committed and dedicated to each other, no matter who comes to your marriage trying to destroy it, it'll never work. She said, no matter how good it looks on the outside, remember, if that person's willing to break up your marriage, they'll never be faithful to you. Commitment and dedication. So I'm saying to all of my butterflies that's married, I'm giving you the CD the woman gave me. Commitment and dedication. Even the days when your spouse make you so mad and piss you off so bad that you just want to, commitment and dedication. because this too shall pass. Grass always look good on the other side because they ain't gonna deal with you the way your mate deals with you. They're not gonna put up with the nights that you crying because you can't say nothing and your mate just hugs you and don't care what it's about. All your mate want to do is make you okay. That's commitment and dedication. The days that you on your period, come on in here. The days that you on your period and you run into your last pad, a tampon, and he goes to the store without being upset or being squeamish or care what people think about you, about him. He goes to the store and get them for you and bring them back. That's commitment and dedication. Honey, your husband loves everything you give him, mixology. Don't put it off if you want to really do it this year. Just go ahead and do it, honey. It's for y'all love, not nobody else's. If anybody watching that you plus size or whatever, they don't need to be there. Think about that real hard. We all have been challenged in our marriage. It wouldn't be the devil, girl, if he ain't throw something, our way that kind of look okay. And I ain't talking about looks. I'm talking about what they was offering, kind of, fell on that ear like, ooh, ah, ooh. Let me tell you, the love me and my husband had so bad. Don't you know I had a conversation with him? Let me tell you, my son told my husband, Daddy, you got to do something different. Mama's gonna leave you. Mama's gonna leave you. They had a argument. I'm talking two men arguing about me. And because my son felt that another man was infringing on his daddy. Okay. Not only that, but that his mama was listening. So one day, me and my husband was talking because we was always honest with each other. Here's our slogan right here. I'd rather for you to hurt me with the truth than to sweep me over with a lie. So me and my husband was talking, and he said, I'm leaving my job. Hear what he said now. He said, I love the job because of the money I make. He said, but ain't no job worth me losing you. Y'all, that stopped what I was doing in my room. Because he actually came in the room, sat on the bed while I was doing, said, hey. He said, hey. And I was doing something. And he said, I'm leaving my job. So I done slowed up. And when he said that to me, I stopped. When I stopped, I dropped my head, y'all. He grabbed my hand and pulled me on his lap. He said, when I said I do to you, I meant that. He said, when I saw you walk in that day, he said, I told you, when I saw you, I knew you was my wife. He said, and I don't want nothing that's going to tear this marriage apart. He said, I noticed that things are a little different between us. He said, but I ain't willing to give my wife up for nobody. He said, and if all these hours I'm pulling is the reason why I don't have you the way I used to, then I got to let this job go because you the most important thing in my life. Now, if a man say I let to you, what you gonna do outside of cry? You gonna open up like a little kitty, y'all, and sitting on his lap crying with my head on his shoulder. I got to talking and talking and talking and talking until he cried. Not cussing him out, not yelling, not screaming. I'm talking from my heart. And he cried. We both sitting there crying while he holding me. Then he said, from this day on, it's a new for us. I said, okay. He said, and will you marry me? I started laughing. I said, boy, we already knew our vow. He said, and? I said, you serious? He said, yeah. I said, I sure will. And that's why we redid it the last time. And that's why I said that one's on YouTube. Feel free to go give me some views on that. That's why I told him. I told him about what was going on, what the conversations, what was being said. I opened up to him about everything. Everything. Let me see. You know what? Mixology. I did my husband like that. My late husband, he was 125 pounds when I met him, baby. And when his family saw him 6 months later, they was like, "Oh my God!" He said, "Man, she keep feeding me." He said, "Man, that girl can cook her butt off. She keep feeding me." Yes, got his priorities straight, Zyra, for real. Okay. Do a renewal every. They do one every year. Okay. Okay. 300, are you there? Can you go in my videos and get the renewal for me and my spouse, please? So, but yeah, I'm just saying, y'all, it was whew, y'all. So yeah, don't let nobody. I mean, we're gonna always have temptations, y'all. Now, if y'all into threesomes in your marriage, that's your business. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But my husband was too stingy with me, and I was too stingy with him. There was no way in the world we was gonna share each other with somebody else. It just wasn't gonna happen. Okay, not in this life, and I don't think it's gonna happen in the next. Okay, I'm a softie too. I am, believe it or not, with this hardcore I got, I'm still a softie. I am. You know, I like action movies as well as romantic movies equally. I do. I swear I do. Um, but yeah, so if he don't get it in a couple minutes, I'll try to go in there and get it real quick and post it here. If not, I'll post it on my channel and you can just click it. I'll do it on my community feed. But yeah, y'all. So yeah, it you know, and so yeah, and I'm spoiled. And this is what he told my daddy. He told my mama too. My mama said, now, this is where he first met my mama. He told my mama. My mother said, now she's spoiled. We spoiled her, but she ain't the type of spoiled that won't work. Cause she'll work because she like money. And he said, that's okay. He says, what I want to do is spoil her. So then he talked to my daddy, and my daddy said, "That's my baby. That's my China doll. And it's my black China doll, and she'll little spoil." He said, "That's all right, pops. I won't pick up where y'all left off and spoil her." He looked at him. He said, "You mean it too?" He said, "Yes, I do, sir." He's like, "You all right?" And he did. This man spoiled me. Oh my goodness, y'all. He made me rotten. That's why I said, whatever man gets me, he can't be stingy. And it's not like I want a lot, but I want what I want when I want it. You know what I'm saying? Like say coffee. Like, I don't care if it's 10 o'clock at night. If I want some coffee, I need to have coffee in my kitchen so that I can go and make me some coffee. I don't want it to be, well, ain't no coffee. What's that mean to me? I mean, like, seriously. Okay, case in point. My husband, he would get home at 2 something in the morning. And it was one night, y'all, that I remember I was sleeping so good. And he was watching TV. And I was like, babe, what you watching? It was something with gun smoke or something. I don't know. And he's like, oh, I'm hungry. I said, well, did you eat? He said, yeah, but for some reason I'm still hungry. That's why I'm laying here trying to make a decision if I'm gonna get up and fix me something to eat. And I said, oh, okay. I said, well, what you want? He said, at this point, baby, I don't care. I got right up out of my bed. This was 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. Sure did. Walked my little happy self in my kitchen. Honey, took all that lunch and meat out, baby, and fixed it like I know my king liked it. Got him his favorite little drink, some chips, his sandwich with lettuce, tomato, and onion, the way he said, onion on it. Cut it in half, honey, made it all deli pretty and everything. Took it right in there to him and said, here you go, babe. He said, I didn't know you was gonna do all this. I said, you said you was hungry, right? Yeah, but babe, I thought you was gonna grab me a piece of bologna. Do you not want it? Yeah, I do. This is what I wanted, but I'm like, yeah, okay, well, because you know what, y'all, for real, I remember nights when I wanted a husband and didn't have one. Come on now, that'll preach. I remember the nights when I wanted a husband and didn't have one, and I made up my mind I would be the best wife I could ever be once I got one. So it wasn't nothing, because this man, if I told him at 4 o'clock in the morning that I wanted some ice cream, he wouldn't have said nothing. He would have got up and put his shoes and stuff on and said, I'll be back, I'm going Walmart. And brought me back my ice cream that I wanted. So see, it's no boundaries when you really got the husband that God sent you, or you got the wife that you know God gave you. It says he was his wait a minute, hold on. He that findeth the wife findeth a good thing and obtain favor from the Lord. So you are his favor. You are his favor. So you shouldn't be a knife, you should be a wife. And that's not always agreeing with everything he said, because there was times I had to put my foot down and be like, okay, check this out, player. We're not doing it. Because I know what I saw ahead. I'm your neck. You can't do nothing without me. Yeah, you the head, but you can't do nothing without the neck, boo. And you trusted me to give me your last name. So therefore, and forthwith, and it turned out I was right. It wasn't many conversations we had to have like that, but when we did have to have them, I wasn't shy in having them. Okay, thank you, 300. Hey, Kendra Boo, smooches. Oh, we over an hour, y'all. I'm sorry, but I will put some pictures on my community wall, y'all. Me and my grandson, and my mom and my grandson. Um, And I'll try to upload, because my baby girl did a video. So I'll try to upload her video with him walking across the stage. And I was so happy to see one of my other daughters there. She came and everything. Y'all don't hear me talking too much about her. You know what? I'm gonna come back and give that story. I had a child that was stolen from me. I had a child that was stolen from me. If you got my books, you have read about it in my books. If you have not got my book, then you don't know about it. So I'm gonna come back and tell y'all how I dealt with that. Like I said, when y'all judge people, go walk what they've walked first. Go through what they've been through first. People judge me because they say, "Oh, she just." Believe it or not, I heard people say I'm too perky. I'm too positive. That's why they hate me to hit the panels, because I'm too positive. Whoever heard of somebody hating somebody because they're too positive? Does it make any kind of sense? That's crazy. In this world today, it's much killing and hating and all that stuff is going on. You can't stand somebody because they too positive. Oh, okay. I guess I'm supposed to be negative now. No, thank you. I stay me. I like me. You don't like me? That's okay. What's wrong with you? So yeah, so I'm gonna come back on one day. I might do it this week actually, and tell y'all about a child that I had stolen from me. Yep. Ah, Lord. Yeah. I don't know why, y'all. I'm gonna say this and then we're gonna go. I always tell people when they hear like most of my story, because everybody don't know everything, but when they hear most of my story, they say, "Oh, you've been through a lot." Oh, I don't know why God chose me for the life that I've endured and the things that I've been through. But I can tell y'all, that's why I stand and tell y'all I'm God's favorite child. Because the things that I've been through would have killed somebody. I took somebody out. I made them crazy. And I sit here today in my right mind talking to you guys, and I can tell you what I've been through. And when y'all hear, yes, the queen, very dark hearted boo, when y'all hear the ending of the story, the people that hate me because I'm positive, they're going to really hate me. Oh, Lord, they're going to really hate me, honey. Lord, today. But, it is what it is. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to we're gonna have my 1,000 celebration. I'm gonna see what my sister Mixology said. I got to go look at the email. And I love you guys. I do. And when I tell you that, I do, because I love you with the love of the Lord. I do love you from my heart. If it's anything that I can do, let me know. All you got to do is email me, trust me, and I'll respond to you. If you need prayer for anything, trust me. I don't tell people what people ask me to pray for. I don't do that because I don't want God to get me. For real. I sit on here and I talk all my stuff that's true. But baby, I belong to him and I don't play with him. I don't play with him at all. Trust and believe that. Okay. All right. But I love you guys. And thank you. I received the love. I do. And I love you back. I do. And remember, no matter what the test, always do your best. This has been your girl Creole. Smooches. Talk to you later. Okay, baby. Email me.